welcome to our writing mini lesson for week 1, April 6th to April 9th. In writing this week, we are going to be working on 3 main learning goals. So our first learning goal is describing feelings, reactions, values, and attitudes. And we're going to be doing that through our writing journal. We're going to use strategies to ask questions, investigate, record, and develop, as well as reflect on ideas. And that will be in both our writing journal and in our writing project. And finally, we are going to use technology to create, revise, edit, and publish texts. And this outcome we're actually going to be working on in math and reading as well. So right now, you guys just clicked on this link here and it brought you to our YouTube mini lesson. And I am going to show you how to do our writing journal this week, as well as how to work on our writing project, which is called Island Survivor. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google Classroom, and you guys will come up here on our stream. You're going to click on classwork. And then when you click on classwork, this will be closed and you're going to open this guy up. So our first project that you will work on this week is your writing journal. And this week it's on favorite reads. So when you click on that, it'll bring you up to a Google slide. And each one of you has a Google slide. So the slide corresponds with your number from class. So for example, number 7 is Parker. So Parker is going to write his journal on slide number 7. If I was Glentia is going to write hers on slide number 8 because she's number 8 in class. Okay, so you need to find your slide number. I'm going to be Sophie today. So Sophie is going to click on her slide and she's going to start filling it out. So her name is Sophie and the date, let's say she is doing this on Monday, so it'll be April 6th. But if you're doing it on Wednesday, then it would be the 8th. Okay, so make sure you fill in the proper date. And then in this box here, Sophie is going to respond to the question on this side. So our question is, what are some of your favorite books? What is your favorite genre of books? And what makes these your favorite? So I'm looking for full and complete sentences. So Sophie is going to tell me the first question, which is, what are some of your favorite books? So Sophie will say something like, my favorite books to read are Babysitter's Club, Hunger Games, and Harry Potter. She's then going to move on to the next question. What is your favorite genre of book? And she's going to do the same thing, full and complete sentences. Okay, so that is what I am looking for your writing journal. And every week you will have a new writing journal, and you're always going to go to your slide number that corresponds with the number in class when we go to our bins. So that's the first assignment. The second assignment you're going to be working on is Island Survivor. Now, you guys are going to have until next Friday to complete this because it is such a big project. So you're working on this project for 2 weeks, this week and next week. So next week you'll have a new journal, but this will be your assignment. So you don't need to get it done this week. It is due next Friday when we're going to kind of share some bits with each other on our Google Meet. So to get to this project, we're going to go back to classwork. We're going to click on, again, Writing Weekly Journal, Island Survivor. And then we're going to click on Writing Project. And it will bring you here. Okay, so the premise of this project is to also bring in some of our science outcomes on animals. And you are going to pretend that you're going on a vacation to an island. And you can decide anywhere that you would like to go. So this first sheet is your planning sheet. So it's like you're actually getting ready to go on vacation. So you're going to fill in here where your dream vacation might be. And then you're going to pack 10 specific items that you're going to take on this vacation. So when I say specific, I mean you can't just write food. You have to write something like pasta or peanut butter, okay? It has to be very, very specific. Same with drinks. You can't just write drinks. Are you going to bring bottled water? Or are you going to bring apple juice? Okay, so I'm expecting that you're very specific in the 10 items you bring because that will change the outcome of what's going to happen on our island. So, something has happened. It looks like your dream vacation might have just turned into a nightmare. Somehow your trip ran into some turbulence along the way. Now you're laying face down on the sand with salty water splashing against your face. Where are you? You remember boarding the plane. You remember buckling your seatbelt. You even remember taking off, but nothing after that. Pushing yourself up, you don't see a single other person around the water. The water hitting your face is the tide of the ocean. There's sand in your mouth. You are on some kind of island. 20 feet away is your luggage, with all 10 items you packed. A little further down the beach are a couple of other bags and a medical kit. You don't see the plane anywhere. You have no idea what happened. It looks like there is luggage and debris scattered on land and floating in the water. Draw and describe what you see on the beach. So, this project is all about you being stranded on the island, and you're investigating this new island that you've ended up being on. So, this is when our project actually begins. You are going to go through each worksheet and complete what it is asking you to do, okay? Please make sure that you read the little blurbs at the top because that'll probably answer any questions that you might have. So for example, this one says taking stock. Look at the 10 items you brought for your trip. What are the 3 most important items that will help you survive? Label the item, draw a picture of it, and explain how it will help. Okay, and then it gives you the space to do that. So you're going to go from slide 4 all the way to slide 28. Okay, and that will be all about you exploring your island. So you're going to research some animals. You're going to complete journal entries about your days on the island. You are going to look at where your water source is. You are going to see what's happening on the island. Are there people there? And then finally, you're going to build a tree house for a place to live until you get rescued. Then finally, you're going to create a map of your island. So you're going to pretend you're a cartographer, which is a person who creates maps. And they can be maps of the world, a city, a bus route, or even buried treasure. So you're going to create a map of your island that you will have to draw and give details about what you have found. Now, if you don't have paper at home that you could do this with, or coloring pencil crayons and pencils, if you could please get somebody with you at home to send me a Class Dojo message, and then we will figure out something from there. So there is a little rough copy, a rough draft, if you'd like to print this out and use that first. You don't have to. If you have white paper at home, that is good enough. Once you've completed your map, so this is kind of a little bit of an example of somebody who's created their island and what it looks like. It doesn't have to be this big. If you want to do it just on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, that is totally fine. But once you've created it, I would really like you to share it with me. So have mom or dad take a picture and send it through Class Dojo, or you could take a video of yourself explaining what's on your island and they could send it to me that way. But I'd like to see the final product when you are all completed. So please remember that this is not due until Friday, April 17th. So you have 2 weeks to complete this project. So it's not due this Thursday, it's due next Friday. And I will know when it's done when you turn it in through Google Classroom, okay? So please make sure you turn this in through Google Classroom so that I know that it's completed. Don't turn this one in, okay? Because this one, everybody has the exact same copy, where this one you have your own copy. So in saying for the writing journal, please ensure that you're not going on there and looking at other students' work or changing other students' work, because we are going to be using this on our Google Meet. Okay, so those are our 2 activities for this week. We're also going to talk about them on Monday, April 6th in our Google Meet as well. And then if you are struggling, I'm available from 1 to 2 every day, Monday to Friday, on our Google Meet, or you can email me. I'm hoping that these projects are pretty self-explanatory and you won't have too much trouble. But if you are, reach out and I should be able to help you through Google Meet or through a phone call or through email. So those are your assignments, and I am looking forward to seeing them.